Hey guys, Pyker here, and welcome back to another episode of Kethane Space Program. As you can see, I got my personnel carrier with my two fuel modules and my X-Tug out to our space station at the moon. So now it's a game of let's go rescue Lofree. Um, yeah, so basically I am gonna fill up, make sure our X-Tug is completely full, as much as it possibly can be. And I think our Kethane converter is still running. Either that or it's out of Kethane to convert, which might very well be likely. Yes, it is completely out of Kethane to convert. So let's deactivate our liquid and oxidizer converter and now and let's see how much stuff we can do. Hold on, I'm phone is like going nuts right now. I'm not stoked about it. All right, there we go. Alright, our X-Tug has as much fuel as it possibly can have in it, so we're gonna decouple it, or undock it, whichever you prefer. Switch to it, and let's go get Lofree. Alright, now we just need to make Lofree our target, and we need to set up so we can actually meet up with him at some point, which would be nice. Did I overdo it? I guess I did. There it is. Gotta find that point where they go equal. Alright, we got our maneuver node set up, ready to go, and we are a little too close to our space station to really do any kind of maneuver node-ish stuff. So we're going to actually get the hell away from our space station real quick, just to make sure that we don't run into it for any reason. And we're going to actually, let's kill all of our thrust. Okay, alright, and we'll activate these engines. Actually, you know what? Let's activate that one and deactivate this one. We'll only use two engines. I'm not making that mistake twice. Alright, so let's fire our engine real quick. There we go. Okay, so it's a 13-second burn. So let's fast forward to our actual node. There we go. Let's fire our engines. Hopefully, we won't run out of fuel rescuing Lofree. That would be a plus. So we're going to go dock to Lofree, hopefully anyways. We're going to go dock to Lofree, and then we're going to drag him back to the space station, refuel him. We might even be able to just to refuel him with the X-Tug, but I honestly don't want to. I don't want to screw myself and have to rescue the X-Tug too. So probably what we're going to do is we're going to end up just grabbing him with the X-Tug and towing him back to the space station and refueling him there. I think that would be the safest bet, honestly. So let's see. Are we? That's still on our target. So let's set this as our target. And why is this still target status? There we go. That was confusing me. All right, let's bring our apoaps or periaps down and see if we can't meet up with this somewhere. Actually, we could let the rescue one module catch up with us right here, and we might be able to just rendezvous with it really quickly as soon as we get up to our apoaps. All right. So we're gonna bring our periaps down. So hopefully, by the time we get over to where our periaps is, we'll actually end up just meeting up with. That's what it's looking like, anyways. At least pretty close. He still needs to catch up. We'll do that. And do another orbit, and hopefully the next orbit around, it'll actually be close enough that we can rendezvous. Actually, we might be able to bring our other end down too, just enough to pretty much make sure that we'll have a rendezvous here shortly. I hate rendezvousing. It's just such a pain, especially whenever you run out of fuel and only one spacecraft can actually do the maneuvering to rendezvous. It's kind of annoying. So we're gonna bring our apoaps down, and I'm hoping by the time we get over there, we'll have a rendezvous point pretty close. That's not looking like it, but let's fast forward and see what happens. Because it should catch up with us here, because we are still in a bigger or a larger orbit. So we're about going the same speed now with it, so it's not going to catch up right this second, but hopefully by the time we get back around, it will. And we might actually be able to just put a maneuver node in here and maybe mess with our areas here, and maybe we can get a rendezvous a little sooner. Oh wait, we'll move that back. 0.3 kilometers, I could deal with that. So let's put that on our node on our nav ball here, and fast forward to our burn time. 4, 3, 2, 1, and wait a couple seconds just to make sure that we don't overshoot it or undershoot it. Excuse me. Alright, let's start our burn. And hopefully we'll be able to rendezvous here. And actually rescue Lawfrey. 0.7, I can deal with that. Alright, so let's fast forward until we can meet up with our rescue module that needs to be rescued. It's redundant. Where are you at? Why aren't you catching up yet? This is scaring me. Okay. Alright, looked a little scary there for a second. So let's grab Lawfrey here. Rescue 1, you are going to be rescued, I promise. And it looks like we're doing excellent on fuel, so we might actually just toss some fuel inside the rescue module, decouple it, and send it on its way. Just to get it done, you know, just to get Lawfrey home. We've been screwing Lawfrey around for so long, not being able to get him home. We keep promising and promising that we're going to get him home, but we just keep messing up and just screwing ourselves. So hopefully Lawfrey won't hate us too much. And we are starting to go away, so we need to kill this velocity, and hopefully we should have a ton of fuel when we dock with Lawfrey or with the Rescue 1 module. It's looking good right now. I mean, this is the same size fuel tank that we have on the Rescue 1, and I'm thinking that 200 units of fuel or something along those lines should be enough. We might just empty half of it, and just to make sure that he can get home. Let's get this up to 2.5, and then we'll flip around. We'll flip around and wait until we get close to kill our velocity again. And this time we have an X-Tug that is completely unmanned. So there's a huge plus to that. So if this thing runs out of fuel, it's not really that big of a deal. And of course we have to do the rendezvous in the nighttime. Alright, let's kill our velocity. And point at the Rescue 1 module. So much trouble just to save Lawfrey. But in the long run, we did get our new X-Tug out here. We got 2 of our fuel modules that I wanted out here. So we're just doing other stuff as we're rescuing Lawfrey, but still, if we didn't run out of fuel, we wouldn't have to be worrying about this crap right now. But unfortunately, we are worrying about this crap right now. We are rescuing the Rescue 1. And for some reason, I just think that's hilarious that I have to rescue the rescue module. I must just be that awful. Alright, let's get real nice and close and cozy. The rescue one. Let's kill our velocity. About there, and then we shall switch over to the rescue one module. Make sure she's pointing in a suitable direction. Switch back. Let's make this our target. Let's control from this, and let's point. Hopefully in the. Did I run out of RCS fuel? No, I couldn't have run out of RCS fuel. There's no way. Are you kidding me? There's no way I ran out of RCS fuel. No, okay. I was like, what the hell? Why is my RCS not firing? Do I have power? I have power. Maybe it's just, I just can't see it firing for some reason. Which is kind of throwing me off. I honestly, like, oh, it's firing. Okay, it's just, you could barely see it. That was throwing me way off. I was like, what the hell? And we are slowly floating away from the Rescue 1 module, which is not what I want to be doing right now. I know we have power, and it's just weird. I just can't. You can barely see those jets firing. Like, look at that. You can barely see it firing. Which is just weird. And I am floating far, far away from. There we go. Okay. Now I'm pointing in the right direction. Firing in the right direction. Oh, this is so annoying sometimes. I hate when I can't see my RCS firing. It throws me so far off. Come on. Alright. Screw it. I'm doing it. Which way we need to go here? I'm pointing directly at the damn thing and I'm flying at it again. Screw messing around with this. Tip this way. Point in the right direction because I keep floating away from the damn thing. There we go. Now I'm going to start killing our velocity again. I am not going to move this thing. I'm actually going to move the Rescue 1 module because it just seems like it'd be a better idea. Why am I not killing the velocity? I'm pressing the button to do so. It just doesn't. Is this thing really that unwieldy? There's no way. What is going on here? Alright. The RCS is just not cooperating with me right now. Which is some horseshit, I might add. So what we're going to do is we are going to point at the Rescue 1 module again. And kill our velocity in relation to it. Oh, come on, RCS, work with me, jeez. I just want to stop. I just want to stop moving, like, completely. I just want to get to... Come on. Is this thing firing? Yes, it is. Okay, it's firing. It's just being really, really stupid right now. Alright. I'm literally going to kill all the velocity I possibly can. I don't know why this RCS is just irritating the piss out of me. It's not doing what I want it to do at all. Alright. Okay. It's taking like 10 minutes for me to lose 1 meter per second. 0.1 meters per second of velocity in comparison to the rescue module, which is stupid. Alright, this is what's going to happen. We're going to point this thing in some kind of direction, then switch over to our Rescue 1 module and use its monoprop fuel, hopefully, to dock with this freaking X-Tug. Alright, so RCS is on. What is this? Okay, alright, well this RCS works apparently. Alright, we want to go... This way? This way. Alright, we want to go up. I think that's what the problem was. I think the problem was it might have been the caps lock. I'm not sure. The minute scale adjustments might have been the issue. Make this our target. Control from here. All right, let's see if I can actually do this now. Wrong way. Come on. Line her up. I'm so used to doing this all with the nav ball that doing it with this new docking stuff is just weird. You can dock now. There we go. Jeez, oh man, that was such a pain. Alright, we have a ton of fuel in our X-Tug. I'm not too worried about it. So we're going to actually dump half of our tank into the rescue module. Probably put about 300 units of fuel in it, roughly. We'll say out, stop. That should be more than enough to get home. Let's undock. Let's get away from the X-Tug here. Let's point in a reasonable direction. That looks like a good direction. Wait, no, that's the wrong direction. The other way. There we go. And let's see if we can't just get out of here now. What's that at? 49. Can we make that a little bit smaller? No. About 49. 48. No. Let's see if we can move it back. Oh, there we go. That's what we need right there. Hold on. Bring this back out. 58. Ooh. 7,000. That's not ideal. 14, still not ideal. 30, that's perfect. All right. And our burn is in 1 minute and 20 seconds. Just fire that a little bit. There we go. We can get Jebediah and Lawfrey home. Safe and sound, hopefully. Now let's fast forward. Say to about... That's good enough. And we'll get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of Dodge. Bring it down, bringing it down, bringing it down, bringing it down. Oh. Get a little bit more. Let's get it to about 35. Perfect. And look how much fuel we have left. We have so much fuel left. We didn't really need that much fuel to get home. But I wanted to make sure that we were going to get Lawfrey and Jebediah home. Alright, so let's fire. Let's get out of here. See you later, Moon. Lawfrey will not be back anytime soon because he does not want to be. Let's fast forward some more. Before we switch over, we're going to quick save. And get Jeb and Lawfrey back into the loving embrace of Kerbin's atmosphere. I might actually bring that down some more just to bring them down in one swoop because we don't have deadly reentry on, though I did think about installing that mod, but I decided against it because in cases like this where I want to just dive the space shuttle or spacecraft into the atmosphere just to get it out of orbit and get it back or get it onto the surface without having to worry about it too much. So we're going to bring it down to about 26. That's close, good enough. If that doesn't bring us out of the atmosphere or bring us out of orbit, I don't know what will. We're going to retract our panels. It's one of these buttons. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Let's see, 1. One is lights. One is lights and solar panels. All right. So this should bring us into the atmosphere, safe and sound. And what I might end up doing actually is just slowing our descent down enough and actually landing this thing. If we don't land in water, that's awesome. So we're gonna. Ooh, forgot that this is on 4 times normal speed. So we're gonna get Lawfree and Jeb back into the atmosphere in a hurry because I'm tired of these guys being out here for as long as they have been. Because they don't need to be out here for that long. Alright, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Now my question is can I slow down enough that I can land on this little peninsula or little island here? Possibly, actually I guess it doesn't matter, we don't really do science, this is a sandbox game. But I was going to say it would possibly take some science from this area. Wait for our flames to go away before we pop those parachutes, because I'm going to pop the parachutes and leave the bottom module on if I can, just to save the fuel pretty much. So I'm going to let this thing slow down as much as it possibly can before I pop those parachutes. We're just going to swap that. Still slowing down on our own. Put the landing gears down just for fun. Still slowing down. How far up are we? Not very far. So let's pop the parachutes now. There we go. Turn our SAS off. And if we have to, we have a rocket engine to slow our descent even more. And these parachutes shouldn't pop until 500 meters above the surface. So we're actually going to burn some of this fuel. Slow us down even more so the parachutes don't rip off. That would be a bad thing. Used all the fuel that we can because I didn't want to. I did give this thing a little too much fuel, so I figured, you know, we might as well use it. We have it. Land this entire thing in one piece. Alright, parachutes you can pop. Yeah, it'll probably pop here and pretty soon. Can't be that far up above sea level. There they are. Alright, we are still descending at 13 meters per second. There's our shadow. Sweet. Burn a little bit more just to slow us down so we can have a nice, soft landing on Kerbal. Lawfree's been in space for too damn long. Though this module has only been in space for a day and 4 hours, or a day and 5 hours. Seems like it's been in space for a lot longer than that. Get a nice soft touchdown. My sticky keys just went off, and that scared me because I figured I was just about to crash this thing just for the hell of it. But there we go. We have Lawfree and Jebediah safely on the surface of Kerbal. We got everybody home and got some stuff done out in the orbit around the moon. Next episode, what we're probably going to end up doing is taking our fuel modules that we got around the moon now and hooking them up with our X-Tug and dropping them off at our mining operation on the surface of the moon and getting that starting to set up. It's been a while since we actually did anything that really had anything to do with the mining operation on the surface of the moon. So next episode, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get those 2 fuel modules down there. Hopefully we can get that done in one episode, and then we'll see if we can fly 2 more fuel modules up to the moon and get those on the surface as well and literally start our mining operation for the fuel on the moon. And then after we get that up and running and everything good to go there, we're going to start getting out to other planets. And I hope that comes sooner rather than later. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please hit that like button. It does help a lot. and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave your comments down below. If you have any suggestions, ideas that you guys might want to see for future episodes, leave them down below. And thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.